guys? My name is Jose, and welcome back to a Random Podcast. Like I said, my name is Jose, aka the Demon Beast. So today, guys, I am not alone. I am with one of my great friends. His name is Sam. Sam, how are you doing?
Yeah.
Sam.
I am doing fantastic.
Fantastic is the word. So, Sam, well, I'm going to tell you what happened yesterday to me and Sam. So, me and Sam were ready for this podcast yesterday, and all of a sudden, the podcast, we were recording. We had this huge conversation about work, about school, about how the YouTube and podcast career, TikTok, about all of these good.
It was deep. It was exciting.
It was exciting, and it all went to shit once we noticed that the our I don't know, GarageBand. Shout out to GarageBand, man, because bunch of shit, bro. What happened was it ended up just the audio ended up just cutting off, and I don't know what happened. Like, it just your audio got shit as well, didn't it? It went to waste.
Oh, yeah.
It was crap, and we
just disappeared.
We felt so disappointed. And you know what, guys? I mean, I want to do a sponsorship. We should have done the sponsorship, but you know what? Shout out to this app called what do we call it? Anchor, whatever it's called.
Yeah.
Shout out to this. I mean, dude, now we have a visual of how long we've been here. I mean, look, we've been 3 minutes now, 4 minutes now. So this is the nice part, man. But yeah, guys, yesterday we had a huge topic. I think we should just run around. Do you want to run down what we talked about, or do you just want to skip and go get some topics, man?
I guess quick. We can go.
So we talked about my job, of how that, I don't want to get into that whole crap of my job. I think I should just say my job is amazing. I think it's not amazing, but it has its downs and ups, and I mean, I think I get paid good, and this whole the pandemic. I almost said the C word. I think this.
Whoa.
Okay. What do you? Were you stopping me from saying the C word?
Oh no. Yeah, don't.
No, yeah, I'm not gonna say. So this pandemic, yes, and there's a way that I go into places and I do spread this chemical to kill this pandemic disease, and and then we also talked about your job, didn't we?
It's dangerous.
Yeah, it is dangerous. Yeah, it is a dangerous job. But we talked about your job. I think I just want to leave it at that. I think I want to leave mine at that.
Oh, yeah.
So what about you, man?
Oh, yeah.
Your job. You talked about your job, and you could do a rundown of that about the. Or do you want me to say, or do you want to talk about it?
Oh, I got it.
Okay, go ahead.
So basically, I'm working at a plant store.
Okay.
You walk around, you set stuff up, you put some plants on the shelves, you move stuff around. A lot of walking around, a lot of being on your feet, but it's a good workout. It works the whole body.
Oh yeah, I mean, hell yeah, man. I mean, yeah, and you said that you got paid 10 an hour. I mean, my input was that 10 an hour is a freaking miracle, man. It's like I was saying, when I was working at the other jobs, I would get paid crap. So I mean, to be 10 an hour is very, very, very good, man.
Yeah, absolutely. Bro.
Yeah,
especially during this time, any job.
Bro, any job is a good job, I think. And but yeah, we also talked about moving on. We also talked about I don't know if I should say her name. TikTok famous, man. The queen, the queen. So one thing about we were also talking about, I think the last topic we were talking about is TikTok and YouTube. Remember how we were talking about YouTube? I think you should not stop, but have it on the side. I think it'd be nice.
So basically, I started a YouTube and TikTok thing, but I wasn't in it for the long term goals. I was just trying to get famous fast. It's not a good fit. I have fun doing it, but it's just not something that I can keep doing for a long period of time. But I want to be what I've moved on to is I want to be a bodybuilder. So what Jose was telling me is that I should keep doing it, but don't take it as serious. Like, do it every now and then.
Well, yeah, I mean, you're still young. There's, I think, how old are you? 17. I mean, damn, you're younger than me. 1 year, a couple months apart. I mean, I think, yes, you should do it. You still have a whole career. I mean, I'm not gonna say no to it, now thinking about it. Yes, I think you should do it. You're young, but you're gonna slowly realize it's like, okay, it could be a chapter of yours that you did, and tell people. And I mean, there's a lot of people that did it. I'm not saying that there isn't, and there's a lot of people that did it, liked it, and moved on to things. So I mean, yeah, do it, man. Of course, yeah, go ahead and do it. So I mean, yeah, man. I mean, go ahead and do it, and hope you like it. I hope you really do like it, and enjoy the experience and everything.
Here's the thing: I got a computer, I got a camera, and I got some editing software, and it was just a lot of money that I put into it. So I definitely don't want to
crap, man.
I don't want to drop it too quick.
Dude, no, I mean, don't. I mean, if you spend money already, then go ahead, man. Now, here's one thing, bro. Talking about technology, I'm not gonna move past the bodybuilding, but talking about technology, bro. You know how I'm doing this podcast? Well, first of all, I have one iPhone 10. I have an iPhone 11 Pro Max, and then I have an iPad, not the newest iPad, but the iPad which uses Apple Pencil capabilities. Now, here's the thing, man. This iPad that I bought, it was $349 dollars. So it was 33, but almost $400, and then the Apple Pencil was like $500. Yes, it wasn't cheap, but it wasn't that expensive, or it wasn't cheap. Is it the same thing? Am I shitting on myself?
Yeah,
I am. So, I mean, I'm right now.
If you're gonna go into something, might as well go all in, right?
I mean, no. I mean, real quick. I mean, look, dude. I'm using my Apple Pencil. I have the recording right here, and then I have my notes that I had. I made a little, of topics over here on my iPad. So I'm back and forth. But dude, you should. I mean, yes, invest in it, but manage your money. Don't go. I mean, go all in, but try to manage it, because you never know when another pandemic like this could happen. You understand? Like, you start getting cautious, man. I mean, there's
just survival could be.
Yeah, man. I mean, I think I'd rather see you have all that money and not go into your dreams, but at least you're like, look, you have that money and you're all good. You're safe. You're eating well. I mean, dude, not gonna trash it, but just I want to see you in a good place. You understand? So I mean,
I stand for you too.
Yeah, no, I mean, brotherhood. Yeah, man. But like I said, enjoy it while you can, and I mean, do it. Hell yeah, man. Why not? I mean, if you're already that deep in, then go ahead and do it. And I mean, people are just shit, man. Sometimes they'll bring you down, and I mean, like this podcast, man. I thought I would never do a podcast. I thought I would never launch my brand, but I did it. I mean, a lot of people do pull you down, and but I was as well.
Yeah, turn a lot out.
Huh?
Mine's got to be like you got to be like a filter. Only certain things.
Yeah, exactly, man. Exactly, and sometimes I mean, I know that some words are kind of harsh. Some sentences are kind of harsh. Some things are kind of harsh, but it's sometimes the truth. And like, my father, he's like, "You're never gonna get a podcast. You're never gonna, not trying to give trash to my father, but he said, all that money for what, and I mean, to a point, he was right. But to another point, I'm here now, so I'm here, man.
Right.
So I mean, yes, do it. I don't think I got any more words, anything else to say about that, because I mean,
Don't quit too early.
don't quit.
It's a long line.
Yes, it's a
Things take time.
yes.
Things
It's not about the destiny. It's not about the destination. It's about the process. It's about the road trip. You understand?
Mhm.
So, I mean, go ahead, man. Go ahead. I mean, what else can I say? What else can I say?
Right.
Anything else you want to say about it?
Yeah, I mean that's why I'm kind of switching over to the bodybuilding thing. I still want to put stuff on there, but I don't want to get too focused on getting famous. I want to get focused on, do I like this? Do I like what, when I wake up, and am I excited to do this?
Yeah.
Like, right.
So, I understand. I understand. But yeah, I mean, don't got anything else to say, but dude, yes, go ahead. And any listener, I mean, don't be afraid. Really, don't be afraid to ask, or or believe in dreams. I mean, of course, you won't get there fast, but eventually you will. And like, I mean, the YouTube thing again, man. Like, eventually you'll get there. I mean, you don't need to do it full time, but it could be a side thing, Maybe make a little bit of money on the side. Maybe in the future have sponsorships that really like you. I know G Fuel, other stuff like that. Sponsor videos like Beast. He makes money out of that and selling his merch. But I mean, he's making a good living, spending all that money on toys and stuff. Do you know who Mr. Beast is?
Oh yeah.
Oh hell yeah! So
once he makes his money, he reinvests it.
Oh yeah, man. Oh yeah. So I mean that's nice. So what do you want to talk about? What else can we talk about? So that was kind of the recap we were talking about yesterday, right?
Yeah. There was some new stuff. There was some already used stuff.
Yeah, I mean, by the day you get everything new. So what's going on? So any topics you have? Any stories you have?
I guess so. One of the things I picked up from YouTube, and one of the things I picked up from TikTok, is it's this weird thing of confidence. When I'm on the camera, I'm thinking like there's other people watching me. I get so nervous, and I'm more of a quiet dude, right? I'm only gonna open up to certain people that I like.
Yeah, no, I understand.
But ever since the YouTube thing, I haven't been scared to talk. Like, I guess I just get more comfortable talking to other people. And, like, being on this podcast, like, the first time we were doing this, I was nervous. I didn't know what I was getting myself into.
No, yeah.
But
that's one thing about the podcast. And actually, when you pointed out about the confidence and that the YouTube thing, actually, I was watching, I don't know if you know H3. H3, it's Ethan and Hila, or whatever her name is. Well, if you don't know him, I'll probably put you look him up. I'll send you a link later. So one thing about confidence is, being comfortable. One thing that they have a podcast. They have a podcast and a YouTube channel. Now, they have a visual podcast where their face show, and they have cameras everywhere, but they're like professional, so they have like equipment already. They've been in the game for a little bit longer. So Papa John, gone onto the show, and I was like, okay, this is nice, and you're right. Like, once you start getting the hang of it, once you're like you've settled down and you get that vibe, you start talking more and more, and you could see Papa John's face at first. He was kind of not very open at first, and then once the podcast started running, they went up to like 2 hours. So 2 hours, like, he felt at the end of the podcast, he just felt comfortable, and he just felt like you just get settled down, bro. Like,
he was into it.
He was into it, man. Even me talking right now, like, dude.
That's what happened to me yesterday. It was kind of awkward because, well, it's like the first time we had talked to each other face to face in maybe a year.
I think it's been more than a year, a little bit more than a year. Do you think so?
That's crazy,
bro. Yeah, it's been crazy. So yeah, you were saying?
Yeah, it was awkward, but once I started settling down, and I guess I just got comfortable, I was more open, and we could just let it flow.
Exactly, man. And that's you don't get that anywhere. Like, I mean, yes, Papa John got comfortable, but I think if you have, so say, a relationship, me and you, friends, I've known you since high school, since, I don't know, when I was my 12th grade, guys, never graduated. Yeah, it sucked. Did you know I never graduated? You probably already knew.
I heard rumors.
You heard rumors?
What was that one girl's... Man, there's one girl that... What was our... We had like a symbol for her when we arms around in the circle.
Bro! Yes.
We gotta go into detail about that real quick.
We do, but, so, of course, I didn't graduate. What was I talking about?
Yeah, we'll go back to it.
I didn't graduate,
yeah.
I met you since high school, 12th grade, and then I forgot what we were talking about. The relationship. So that relationship, I'm not gonna, because I'm gonna talk about the simple thing. So the relationship thing, man. I think when you get a friend that you've known for a couple of days, months, and you connect that relationship and you bring them into a podcast, you're gonna be kind of, like you said, you were kind of shy, you're kind of scared, worried, but then because we already have the relationship, we could do stuff like this. We could kind of, I don't know, we could connect even stronger than when Papa John.
You already gotta,
exactly,
like, naturally, you gotta have some kind of chemistry.
Exactly. That's my point. And now that this, now it's like, yes, at first it was kind of it was kind of weird, but now it's like we're into it now. We're into like 20 minutes of the podcast, man.
Crazy.
It's crazy, man. So back to that the topic. Should we name this girl just so she knows?
We could give it maybe we could fake name.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie to you. If this ever gets out there, I actually want that girl to know. It's like, should we do it, or should we just fake her, like fake name her?
What if we go with
Bailey?
Veronica.
Oh,
Bailey?
I was thinking, okay, Veronica sounds much
Veronica.
Oh, she sounds sexy, bro. Like Veronica. Like everybody's thinking about this, like, well, she was fine to a degree. No, every girl is fine, but just every girl is pretty. Every girl has her body. But I think this girl was special to me back then. I actually follow her on Instagram, man. I'm like low key, like I don't stalk her or anything, but sometimes she like posts on on her
Keeping
story.
up to date.
Yeah, keeping up to date. Yeah, I'm on that keeping up to date. So it's not stalking.
Not in a
It's
creepy
not
way.
No,
Not in
I
a
mean,
creepy way. No.
so I follow her on Instagram and she's been doing well. She's up to college, just snooping, you know. So okay, so this girl Veronica. So no, but hold up. Do you know that other girl?
The German one.
What was her name? Yeah, wasn't it? I think I'd have to look her up, man. She was sitting beside me. Remember?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so
You did the sign, and I looked at you, and I was like, "What are you talking about?" I didn't.
But I never
But
did.
you saw.
Did I do the sign onto that girl?
You. Mm-hmm. I from what I remember.
But we're not calling her Veronica, are we? We're calling her something else.
No.
We're talking about the other
That'll
Veronica.
be Bailey. That'll be Bailey.
That would be Bailey. So Veronica, man, like there was this crazy. Who was our teacher?
Shram.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Bro,
Wait, can we put that in there?
I mean, it's already in there. She'll know who she is. I don't think she'll. Shout out to Miss Shram, one of the best teachers ever.
Heck yeah.
So this girl, right? Veronica. I was gonna say Victoria. Veronica was this girl, this blonde girl. I don't know what color eye she had, but like she was kind of short. But I'm telling you, she had some big watermelons. Am I right?
In the back.
Yeah. No, I'm talking about the watermelons.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the watermelons. So I had a thing for her. I'm not sure if anybody noticed, but I had a thing for her. I think she noticed, man. Do you think she noticed?
I don't know. But I'm sitting in the. What
Yeah,
was I sitting?
Go ahead and tell your story, man.
In the back. I'm sitting in the back,
Okay.
and she's sitting near. Like, I think she's sitting near me, something like. Anyway, I don't know.
No, she was in front of you. Remember?
She walked down the aisle, and when she walked like past you, and then you turn around and you look at me and you take your hands and you draw two big old circles.
It was like, I don't know. It was like this crazy freaking symbol, man. It was like our bro code, but like in this huge. It was so crazy because everybody would look at us and be like, "What's going on?" And it was funny, bro. It was funny. It was freaking funny. Like the way I turned around and I'm like, and you're like, but at first you didn't know what it was, did you?
No, I was like, "What the heck?"
Yeah, I was like, dude.
I caught on pretty quick though.
Yeah, you did caught on. Do you remember that one guy? Go ahead.
My mind's dirty enough, clean enough. It's clean enough to understand what was going on. So yeah.
So, do you remember that guy that sat behind me? He was like skinny.
Wait.
And then they sent him to the back, or they sent him. He was in the back, and then he went up to the front. He was very skinny, had short hair. He was blonde.
Yeah, I think I do.
So, one thing that I will never forget is how he did. He's like you know how you make that fist gesture, thinking like it's like you're putting. You know, I can't say that word. A weenus.
I think I got it.
The weenus. You know, he was like making a weenus kind of. You know, I can't. You know what a weenus is, but I can't say the actual word, so I'm gonna call it a weenus. So that gesture, and he was like, he would like use his like tongue to make like another like ball, and it would like look like if he was sucking weenus. Do you understand what I'm talking about? And then you did as well.
I have no idea what you're talking about, but I'm just gonna go with it.
Dude, it was weird, and it was so funny the way he did it. I gotta message you and send you a freaking video of me doing it so you could like understand the reference, and then be like, oh, but just you understand it. Just let's go with that. You understand it.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, man, like that shit was crazy, man. Like, I turned around and I look at her first, or did I look at you first? I think I looked at her first.
I don't know.
I
think you were so stuck in the moment. The second you saw her walk by, your eyes went straight down.
I was like,
drew a big old circle.
And then I made a huge circle. I think I did 2 or 1.
It was 2. Both hands were involved.
I was like, God damn, I can imagine that again. I get good times, brother. Like, good times, man. Like, God. And then you remember her friend? She was, I'm not sure if I'm being racist, but she was Asian. Do you remember her friend?
I do not.
Her Asian friend? No?
Nope.
But, okay. So let's move on to Bailey. I think I had a crush on her as well.
Probably.
Leaving, school, when the last couple of days that I showed up, I was having a crush on her because she was chill, like the way she was chill. And then remember she always called that one dude a creep or something like that.
Yeah, all I remember is she had an accent, and she was from like Germany or something.
Germany? No, you're talking about that one blonde, big, tall girl.
Yeah. Wait. Yeah.
I'm not talking about her. Oh, but I do remember who you're talking to, and I do remember what I would say to her. I would be like, didn't I once tell her I liked your jeans or something like that?
It sounds so familiar. Something went off in my head. I don't remember it exactly, but it
was something like, oh, I really like your jeans. And she was like, "Oh, thank you," or something like that. I don't remember, man. I feel really old not remembering crap, bro. But no, school was fun, man. School was fun, and you were chill about everything. Like I think you were one of those people that really like got me in a way, like, that really understood my vibe. Dude, we've been in this freaking podcast for 30 minutes. Holy crap, bro! So fast. So,
wild.
Me and you just straight up had a connection. Like, me and you just.
We were there to. I don't remember what it was. Was it like one of the last days of school? Was it like a half day?
I think
we had another deep talk in the cafeteria.
We did, didn't we? I do remember that.
We got deep.
I don't remember the conversation, but I do remember me sitting down with you. Dude, what the fuck? What did we talk about?
What the heck did we talk about? What I thought we were talking about. It had something to do with your dad, and you were like getting out or something. I don't know.
Yeah, it was, wasn't it? And I wouldn't show up to school and stuff like that, right? And then I told you what was going on, dude. And I really miss school. I mean, I've cleared this up in my first podcast. I am a very emotional person, and yes, you hate school to a degree, but you miss all of the ways, like the simpleness of life. Like, it was so much easier, man. Life was like, it was crazy. It was crazy. So to that point where I think when we got into that deep talk, I think, I really felt it. And, I really did feel bad that I was leaving, because all these memories, I didn't even get to spend the last couple of days. It was like, your senior year should be the best year and you should remember it. But I think I remember in a very tragic way, where it was like, damn, I'm never coming back to this place and it's gonna suck. So
do you want to go into, like, as to why you decided that was the right time to go?
Let's go in it. Let's go. Well, first of all, I don't think I want to go into it. Not today. At least not today.
All right,
I
I got a different thing then.
Yeah.
So
I'll just clear up.
you're talking about
Hold up.
when life was much simpler. Yeah.
So I'll just clear up. I'll talk about that into another podcast. Maybe I'll do that with you some other day. But I do want to talk about it, just not now. Not until I don't know. I feel more comfortable about it. So go ahead.
Mhm.
Go ahead about your the topic you were talking about.
Okay, so you're saying life was a lot simpler. And
Yeah.
I've heard a lot of teachers and coaches, everyone says life is so simple now. But I haven't known a life like other than school. So what do you mean by what's changed? Like what's gotten more complicated?
Well, okay. So I think I gotta go take this back to the freshman year. I think not. I'm just gonna recap it. Freshman year was nice. First year, you're excited. You meet a lot of new people, seniors. You meet other races. You meet other people. You meet other standards. It's so much different, and you get to a point where like, okay, this is the big league, and I mean, it is a big league. It is a big league, and you start having all this much fun. You're like, okay, you have friends. You go every day and you meet these friends. You talk to them. You have a relationship. You have that chemistry. You have there's someone to talk with. It's like going into work and you have that relationship, that you have a friend, you understand. And I think I met a lot of people there, and you get to a point, coming up, sophomore year, you get to a point where it's like, okay, things are very changed now. You have a little girlfriend, you have other friends, you lose friends, you start realizing different stuff, and then
Trying to get a better understanding of who you are.
I mean, yeah, you understand yourself, you know yourself, you develop yourself, and then you go into junior year, and then this is when it really hits. The fun isn't fun anymore. Like, yes, you're still having that fun, but not as like freshman year. You're excited. You have that adrenaline. You have that excitement. You don't have a job yet. You don't have a car yet. At least I didn't have a car.
Yeah.
You don't pay anything. So I mean, I always worked. 13 years old, I worked with my father. Not every day, of course, but every summer or every Saturday and Sunday, I would work with him. Yes, I had money. Yes, I paid for like Netflix or anything that I wanted. But you start really realizing that stuff isn't there anymore. Like, now you have to get a job. Now you're it prepares you. Junior year prepares you for life. At the same time, I don't know how to explain it. I think it just...
You have more responsibilities and more stuff you got.
More responsibilities. I think that just it finishes it in a bad way. I think that the adulthood just catches you by surprise. You're like, okay, junior year, hopefully, this da happens, and then senior year, and you're like, okay, shit. At least that's not how I did it, and I think I wasn't prepared to leave because I just got so used to that. And I think I got comfortable. I got comfortable in my zone.
You never think you were going to make it to here. You always.
Yeah, I never thought I was going to make it here.
Away.
Exactly.
For 2 more years, 1 more year.
Exactly. Everything wasn't fun anymore. And now, I'm not saying I'm not living my life now, but I have money. I have the stuff that I want. I do have to pay rent, and um, it's work. And I mean, you don't have that same thing as in school when freshman year, where you had all this fun, you had all these friends, and now nobody really wants to chill. Nobody wants to really become, again, your friend, or you stop talking. I know a lot of friends that stopped talking to me. I know a lot of people that stopped talking to me, and they went their own separate ways. Yeah, sometimes I do see them at places, but I don't know. I just got used to that, that high school life. To I think I got used to it to the point where now I see this getting hard, life getting hard, because life is hard. But that's why I think high school was one of the best years, I think, of my life. I think it was fun. Yes, it was boring at times, and yes, you're gonna feel that way. But once you're out of school and you start, well, unless you go to college, but once you start working, you kinda, start, I don't know, hating life for a bit. So, I mean, I think that's what I gotta say. That's the point that's why I felt school was good in ways, if that made any sense.
Yeah.
So that was the question, right? Why was school so easy?
Mhm.
Because oh my god, I just took about 8 minutes to explain that. I mean, that was a short version. So
yeah.
So that I think that was the reason why I think school was so much easier, because of the fun, because of people, because you met new people. Yes, there was a lot of drama, there was a lot of fights, there was a lot of activities, there was food, they always fed you. But yeah, I mean, I think it was nice. It was nice. I could say that.
Freshman year, I went to a school in Atlanta, and it had about 4,000 kids, and I was doing 3 sports at the time. So freshman year was kind of a blur because we moved that summer, so everything was going by so quickly. I was always kept busy doing stuff. It was hard to talk to people, I guess, because you're always so focused. You gotta get stuff done. Sophomore year, I did year-round swimming. That was always, and it was good. It's the full body workout, and it's supposed to be one of the healthiest things you can do.
Okay.
Junior year, we're here. You gotta start deciding what you're gonna do with yourself. And I've been going back and forth with a lot of things. But I think I've decided I want to do an online college thing to be a firefighter. It's
okay.
Kind of weird because a lot of people say going to an actual college is one of the best things you can do. It's it's the best 4 years of your life, is what I've heard about college. And
damn,
I don't know. I don't know if that's my kind of thing, but that's why I'm choosing the online stuff. I'm wondering if I'll regret it or not.
I mean, to be honest with you, I got accepted. Well, I didn't get accepted, but I was offered the chance to do online school for a bit for online work job or something like that. So if I didn't graduate, I could still go up to do online classes and stuff like that, and get get jobs, technician, technology, crap like that. And I mean, I think online college, I think that's nice because you'll have the time to do other stuff as well.
Mm-hmm. It's definitely a lot cheaper, is what I'm hearing.
Is it cheaper?
Yeah, because I guess parents are paying for food. I can probably hold a job here.
Okay. I mean, I think it's a good idea. I think it is.
I mean, we both have never been to college, so we have no.
Yeah,
idea.
no, I think it's a good idea. But
yeah.
Another thing is, I do know that you don't really need to be in college unless you're gonna be a damn doctor, and I don't know what the requirements are for. You said a firefighter, right?
Mm-hmm.
I really don't know the requirements, but I mean, I think it's nice.
I can volunteer at one. There's one nearby, and I can get a better idea of what it's all about.
I mean, go ahead, man.
Yeah.
Because I did know this one friend that did. I'll see if she could talk to you or something. Because I do have this one friend that she's still doing the fire thing, and she was in ROTC, and she was very chill, and she really took it serious, and I think she's still in it. I'm pretty sure she's still in it, and I don't think she mentioned anything about college, but she does know a lot about it, and so I'll hook you up with that if you want, and I mean,
I'm kind of nervous. I'm kind of nervous, honestly, because it seems kind of chill. You're gonna be with a bunch of guys and you're hanging out and you're doing stuff, but at the same time, I'm gonna come back probably scarred, dude. I don't know what I'm gonna see. Because when something's going down, I'm the guy that's gotta come and figure it out.
You're right, man. But life is a risk, man. Life is
for the thrill, right?
For the thrill. Yeah.
It'll keep me awake, keep me young.
That really got me thinking, man. God. Wow. And I mean, to be honest with you, my job as well, you have to, even though it's not that important, but sometimes you will see things that you won't like. I've heard that there's there's a couple of things that, you see and that are not very nice. So, that feeling that you're gonna, it's not life or death, but that feeling that you gotta wake up at an emergency, right?
Yeah.
So, I mean,
so make you mature, make you grow up.
Yeah, I didn't want to do it because I thought, I don't want to wake up at that time, and I mean, I've heard some pretty bad things as well, and I mean, you never know. There's gonna be a time where I'm gonna see things that I don't want to see, and it's happened to me. But I've tried to stay strong, and you don't come back from that. And I mean, you try to surpass it, but it's still there. So I mean, don't be afraid about it. I mean, go ahead, do it, and if you don't like it, then you could always go back. Well, if you paid a lot of money, then I don't know what to say.
Just go with life. See where it takes you.
Exactly. So I mean, online, I think it's a good idea because you get to spend more time. You could still go to jobs, right? You could still go to your job and crap like that.
Yeah.
So I mean, and hang out with friends sometimes and stuff like that, or I don't know, chill at home. I mean, you have time at least, you know.
Yeah.
I think school takes time and takes a lot of your time, your lifetime. So, I mean, do online. I think online is a smart move.
More potential, yeah.
Yes.
Going back to the seeing things that you might not want to see in growing up, what do you think about when you say, don't grow up too fast? Like when someone says something like that.
Don't grow too fast. Well,
Because, like,
I don't know.
there's certain ways where you could grow up too fast. Well, I mean, like, it just depends on what happens in your life. Because if you get exposed to a lot of things at a young age, then I guess you do grow up quickly.
You do. Yes, you do. And mentally,
Mm-hmm.
I've never, I've understood as a young age um, that life is very hard. But I don't think it stopped me from growing. I think I just got a notification. I think I think as me, right? I've seen things, of course, and I really don't know. I've seen things,
Like, in the way
and
I was raised, life was, it's perfect, you know? It's not difficult. You just gotta
grind
go
at
with
it.
the
No, I
flow and
understand.
everything will be alright. But it's not how it is. It's the opposite.
Yeah, no, and because I think we're all, you know, Hispanics, I think, really do see a lot of things. And I mean, I'm not saying that I've seen really bad things happen, but I, you do understand the situation. And I mean, I think
Were your parents more real?
they were real in a sense, yes. But they weren't bad, but they weren't good. And, you know, I love my parents. I love them. And they adore me, and I adore them. And I mean, I did have to realize things, right? So like I said, age 13, I did have to start working for things, my own things, Uh, and I did grow too fast to a point where I think I did have a great childhood. I did, but I think there's a part of me, or I don't know if it's my geekiness, or I don't know, but I think till this day, I think I am mixing up my both sides of my childhood and my adulthood. So I think one thing, I like to collect stuff. So I think one of that collecting stuff is one of the things that childhood. I still watch old movies. I still watch Spider-Man. I still watch all of those great movies. All of the cartoony stuff. I think
It's
because
good to keep a
I did
balance
have a
of,
good child.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean it is, but because of that childhood, I did have a good childhood. But it wasn't bad and it wasn't good. I think I did grow up too fast, and I feel like I am still growing too fast. And um, sometimes there's a point where I'm like, no, I really do want to start, going back. You understand?
Hmm.
Going watching cartoons. Start doing stuff like
Oh
that.
yeah, I
I
wish
don't
I
know.
could
I
play
think
video games all day like I used to.
yeah, man. And I mean, like my father's told me, you got to be mature. And I think, there is.
There's almost like a point where I wish I hadn't done that, because now I think back to it and it was like the perfect escape. but I'm not used to reality now.
Yeah, and I think we all use that childhood, that little kid inside us that it wants to escape. You understand?
It's still there.
So it's still there, and it's kind of sad. But we don't want to make this a sad podcast, but it is the truth, and I mean, we can't do it. I mean,
We gotta grow up.
maybe we gotta grow up, and there will be a point where we're gonna be done with this, and it it it'll happen. It'll sooner or later happen, and we'll go back and be like, okay, this is what happened, and we did it, and we did it because of this. So I mean, great topic, man. Freaking growing too fast, and I think try to not grow too fast, because there's enough time to. I mean, life is goes by fast, but I think there's gonna be time for you to grow and for you to be a kid and still be a kid, but there will be time for you to develop and understand things. So I mean, for you guys that are listening, just try not to go up fast. Like I said, there will be time, and for you, Sam, I mean, try to enjoy what you got now, and
Because life will
later
take
in life.
its course.
Yeah, of course. That's well, you should have just said that, Sam. Life will take its course, and yeah. I mean, that's the only thing I want to say. Anything you want to say?
That's all.
Any other topics?
Maybe I'll save them for another time.
Okay. Well, I was gonna say I'll do this real quick. I did write it down one note. One thing that I was scrolling on TikTok is I was scrolling and I did see the Harlem Shake. Do you know the Harlem Shake, man?
I'm very familiar with it, but no.
So the Harlem Shake, I saw this one dude. I'm not sure what his name is. I'll probably put it in the link or look it up now. Let's just look it up now because we have a little bit more time. How long do you want to go? Do you want to just end it at the hour?
Yeah, we can keep going.
Okay. So let me see. Let's look this up. We'll do 20 more minutes. We'll do 20 more minutes, or do you want to go the full 30?
Let's do your topic. Let's finish off your topic.
Well, yeah, let's go. Let's just do the topic. So, the Harlem Shake. Actually, everybody's bringing back the freaking Harlem Shake.
Really? It's a trend now?
I can't find the dude. Yeah, I think it is now. So I can't find the dude, but I think it got popular with him again. Or he wasn't the original guy, but no, this is a long ass time ago. I thought this was like this year. I can't find him, but I was scrolling and I saw his video and he was doing the Harlem Shake and I was like, holy shit, can we bring back the Harlem Shake? Can we bring back a trend? A trend a dancing trend, a dance trend.
Retrending a trend.
Retrending a trend,
Dude,
man.
that's crazy.
So, dude, that's freaking crazy. So, I think if we could do that, now, I think I'm going to plug it in for the podcast. I think we should bring back the Harlem Shake. It's one of the challenges, or one of the Harlem, or one of the songs that, or dance, that I really liked. The trend was amazing. Like, I liked it. I think the creativity of those people yes, it's very simple, but at the same time, it's like, you never know what to expect. Like you're waiting for that one person. You're like, okay, he's dancing, and then you're expecting for that one thing. Like I've seen the Spider-Man, the Big Bird, the Family one. Like I've seen so much that it's crazy. The firefighter one, the cosplay one, like it's crazy. And the creation you could do about it, is off the chain, man. I think it's very, very random.
Sounds like it's
shout out
spectrum.
a random podcast. What do you mean a spectrum?
Spectrum of Harlem Shakes.
Spectrum of all of them. So, I think I want to plug it in. So, bring back the Harlem Shake. I think we should all hashtag Harlem Shake, or whatever the trend is going to be. It's probably going to be hashtag bring back the Harlem Shake or something like that. And I think we should all hashtag it because why not? Like, why not, man? What do you think? What do you think? We should bring it back, the Harlem Shake.
Heck yeah. I mean, if it's got energy, if it's got flow, I mean, why not?
I mean, the song is freaking catchy, man. I love it. I love listening to the Harlem Shake. I love it, you know. But
I'm sure I've heard it 1,000 times. I don't remember.
You don't remember. God, man, we've actually done it, man. We've recorded a full episode of a random podcast.
It's official.
It's official, man. I mean, it had to be. Now, I would be pissed off if this doesn't go through, man. I'd be, you know how pissed off I would be.
A third time?
No, it has to be, man. It has to be. I think it'll do. This time it'll do. But dude, like, I think we had an experience yesterday, and I think we learned our lesson. You know, I learned my lesson.
Couldn't get enough of me.
And no, man. But yeah, man, that's crazy. Like, we finally did it. I mean, a full episode of a random podcast, man. A second episode, man.
Pretty much.
The second episode of a random podcast, man. Hell yeah. That's how we do it out here. Yeah, man. So, anything you want to, anything else you want to do? Any shout-outs? Anybody? This is your chance, man.
We got a
any shout-outs?
hashtag Harlem Shake. Why don't we end it on that?
Just hashtag Harlem Shake.
Oh, yeah. And
Dude,
the song, were you gonna
man.
play up the song?
I'll play the song in post-production, so we'll just act here like we're listening to it.
Oh yeah.
When in reality we're not, but it'll be edited. So I think I'll bring some more topics up. Do you wanna do this the next time? Do you want to be on my third episode, or do you want to wait for the feedback? I mean, of course, we're going to have time to do the feedback, but, damn, we've 60 minutes, man.
Woo.
I know.
Yeah.
Do you want to go for it and go on my third episode, or what do you want to do?
I've got a lot of language arts homework. I'm definitely going to have to get that done, but I'd love to do it again.
It'll be the next Thursday. Let me know. I'll probably do a podcast. I mean, let me know, man, because this was fun, and I'll bring some other people into the thing. Next time, I think we are gonna end it at Harlem Shake, but I want to say that next week we are gonna talk, and I'm gonna write this down as I'm talking right now. Next week on the podcast, let me see if I can. I gotta put this bitch down. I don't like writing like this. So next week we'll do. Let's do this right here. So next, oh god,
you're keeping me in suspense.
Next week. So next week we will. We will talk about. I don't know. Are you a big Star Wars fan, or are you just know Star Wars?
I am. Well, I like watching the movies, and I like building the Lego sets.
You like the Lego sets, man. I've been wanting to buy a freaking Lego set. So next week we'll talk about Star Wars, right? If you're down for that one. And I also want to talk about we'll do. I'll do an episode by myself doing the WWE one, but that's for sure. So next week we'll do Star Wars, and what about let's do some Marvel? Let's do some Marvel and the whole Spider-Man verse thing. And you could, if you want, I'll send you a link, and you'll have a little
background,
of a little knowledge, of the Spider-Man thing. So we'll talk about Spider-Man / Spider-Man. I can't even write Spider-Man / Marvel.
How long have you been out of school?
And y'all heard it here. Who are you talking about?
Not being in school is catching up to you.
Oh yeah, hell yeah, man. Like shit, I can't even write, can't even spell, can't even talk English right. Like everything, I feel like my English is like shit. So I might hop on the Rosetta Stone. You see how I keep on stuttering? Like bullshit. So I'm gonna have to hop on Rosetta Stone. And shout out to Rosetta Stone.
Hey.
Shout out to the Harlem Shake. I think we did it, man. We did it. So next week, tune in for a episode of Star Wars, Spider-Man, and Marvel. So next week that will be happening, guys. And we're done. We're done. Are we done?
Heck yeah.
Sam?
It's time to eat some dinner.
Yeah, I think you're right. I haven't eaten since like 12. So, alright guys, I'm going to leave you with this small little portion of Harlem Shake. I don't want to get copyrighted. So guys, thank you very much, everybody,
if you made it this far,
for listening to this podcast. If you made it this far, yes, if you made it this far, thank you for adding that.
Big respect.
If you made it this far, yes, you are a true one. If you made it this far, maybe in the future we'll have a giveaway. We'll do giveaways, Sam. What about that? What do you giveaways? A PS5. The PS5 is coming out this year. You know what? We're talking about the PS5 tomorrow. Are you an Xbox guy or?
I'm a PlayStation.
Or you're a PlayStation. Mm-hmm. Okay, so that's on the list. PS4, PS5. So, yeah, I don't want to get this to do any long. I don't want to overpass it. So, I'll say we did it. Second episode, even though what happened yesterday was crap, we were upset. We did it now. We're into 64 minutes and 43 seconds. And thank you very much, everybody, for listening to the podcast. It really means a lot. And thank you, Sam, for being here. It means a lot. It really does. Nobody really, I think, would take the risk to get on a podcast. A growing podcast. And I really appreciate you. And I think we're out. We're going out with the Harlem Shake. So, hell yeah, you're listening to the Harlem Shake. So do the Harlem Shake. All right. See you guys.
Thank you.
Later.